Hi, friends. Um, Today I want to talk about integration and holism. So, over the course of human civilization, we've um, become very specialized at um, many different things. And, well, specialization has increased dramatically and allowed us to have many of the kind of, let's say, a lot of the wealth of the modern world. So, it's a really good thing. Specialization in economics and work and so on is a very powerful driving force of prosperity. However, it has caused us to forget one of the fundamental facts of the universe, which is that everything is connected, and um, that's not just in a sort of spiritual sense, but also in a very tangible physical sense. Um, you may have heard of the expression that a butterfly flapping its wings in Tokyo can cause a hurricane in Los Angeles, and that is physically true. That is um, not a philosophical position, but a description of chaos theory, which is a branch of mathematics, which describes how um, seemingly tiny events can have extremely large impacts in a very complex systems. And the world, the universe, Earth, our brains are very complex systems, and so um, we there's a certain unpredictability um, and yeah, things can happen that we maybe not necessarily expect, and that we don't expect to be connected. And the takeaway is just that everything is connected. That is a fact. So how do we make use of that in our day-to-day lives? Well, we need to just make sure that at a deep unconscious level we have an understanding that everything is connected and that everything is integrated. We're part of a dynamic whole in lots of different ways. For example, the Earth is a dynamic whole. The way we treat the world um, has profound impact on lots of other little things. We're experiencing strange winters and summers here in Europe, and partly because of the way that we've altered the atmosphere. Um, and we don't know exactly what impacts that will have. It's a very complex system, our atmosphere. So yeah, we're getting a lot of more unpredictability in our weather. Another example is with our own bodies and health. If you think about if you don't have this understanding, you might treat an illness as a specific um, as a lone kind of instance of an illness and treat it very kind of in a siloed kind of fashion. And the fact is that our bodies are very powerful integrated wholes that have self-correcting healing mechanisms. And when we for example, keep our immune system strong, we can prevent a lot of illnesses from occurring in the first place. So if you have a cold, you can decide that you will treat that with cold medicine, or you can um, take higher dosages of vitamin C around the seasons where you might normally get a cold and prevent that cold from even starting. Because that vitamin C boosts your immune system. It has no effect on the cold itself, but because your immune system is stronger, and that is part of that integrated whole of your body. So, what's my point? I think we need to be more aware of the way that things are connected in the world, in our bodies, in our societies, in our relationships, and that will allow us to um, find more creative solutions to the problems that we're facing, to preempt and proactively um, make things better, and ultimately we'll be more fulfilled and more satisfied and happy with our lives. So I'm curious, how do you see the world in terms of its integration and wholeness, and how do you make sure to how do you remind yourself to see the world as integrated and whole and come from a place of kind of creativity with that? Yeah, curious to hear your thoughts. All right, see you tomorrow.